Hey there, this is the one Boom, and I thought I came up with a really fun drinking game idea where I take a shot of vodka every time I read a comment that completely misrepresents the point I was trying to make in the video. And it went well for a while, but I am now out of Belvedere. Alright, hey there, this is the one Boom, and today we were going to talk about Halo Infinite, but I thought, I don't have anything nice to say there, so let's talk about Vanguard, because I don't have anything nice to say there either at the moment. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I've been bested, I've been beated, you were all right and I've been wrong the entire time. No, not really. But what has happened is I've finally experienced what I think people have been referring to as the unplayable state that Vanguard is in. So I took a bit of a break from playing Call of Duty Vanguard, but let's rewind a little bit before that. I was streaming Vanguard constantly, 4-hour-long streams, long weapon grinds, and while there were definitely issues with, party members getting disconnected and a couple of odd bugs like, the game sort of booting you out and essentially crashing for using the wrong skin or sticker, and yeah, that's annoying, but again, I quantify those under launch issues, which we'll talk about that topic here in a second. But tonight, I experienced something I would consider to be unacceptable, unplayable, and it did make me go, play some custom games in Halo Infinite with my buddies. So, what did I experience? Well, I didn't think to record it at the time, but I hope it's obvious that I don't really have anything to gain from lying to you guys. I know that developers and publishers and content creators all seem shifty, and the whole nature of being an influencer is, a little bit hazy right now. It's kind of hard to trust people, and I get that. But I have no reason to lie to you guys. I experienced an unplayable version of Vanguard tonight. I know a lot of people have been enjoying my content. I read my comments, I don't value them very much anymore, but I do read them. And a lot of people seem to like the fact that I'm digging on Vanguard. I like it, it's fun. But I'm sorry, the unplayable nature that has been described to me revealed itself to me in person. Because, when you're told that a game you've been grinding hours and hours of, I'm like Prestige 5 in the game, whatever the hell that means, I have multiple guns, I'm about to get gold. It's like, when someone tells you that's unplayable, you have to laugh, right? Because you're playing it constantly and you're like, yeah, I'm a really picky, critical bitch. If this game was unplayable, I wouldn't be playing it. Honestly, from some of the complaints I heard, it sounded like the person was trying to play with nothing but a numpad and a Swiss Army knife. But tonight, that all changed. And if what I experienced tonight is what people have been describing, then yeah, unplayable is a pretty fair word. But honestly, what I would use is the term unacceptable. Because it was totally playable, I just didn't pay for a game to be this buggy. Now, all of the issues, from what I can tell, are matchmaking, party, and server side. In terms of the actual software that I'm running the game on, the issues there don't really bother me. Yeah, there's a couple of UI errors, and yeah, sometimes it unequips attachments you equipped. Yeah, there's some little bugs there. I can live with it. But it feels like during Sledgehammer Games' break, and during my break from playing Vanguard, something got much worse. And I feel so silly having not played the game in a couple days, several days, and going on Twitter and being like, oh yeah, right, it's unplayable. But I went to play it, and like I said, servers were lagging. It ran at 12 FPS. My friend kept getting booted after almost every game. Multiple of my friends got booted after every game. There was only maybe 2 quality games in a row during our play session tonight, and then it was back to being bad. Loading into a match and then just half the enemy team being gone, I feel like people are either rage quitting because they don't like the map that it loaded up, or are getting disconnected like a lot of my friends were. And I just feel like the game is just a really unstable mess right now when it comes to matchmaking, party systems, and of course the actual dedicated servers this is supposed to be running on. To me, it's not low quality servers or bad connection. That's not really what I'm trying to describe here. The issue is more the way the game is sending me data is bugged. And it's happening to all of my friends at the same time, and that's 2 Xbox One X's, 1 Series X, and a PC. So that kind of, solves for the what if it's just the game being a POS. It's clearly all server side, but that doesn't mean it's any less effective at ruining my fun. I know it's hard to believe, but the Call of Duty servers were lagging, I swear. Seriously, if this is what people have been describing, I kind of feel bad that I've been deflecting it. I have no reason to defend Sledgehammer, or Activision, or Vanguard. There's no reason for me to. I think people are hyperbolic, conspiratorial, and I think they want the game or the developer, the publisher to be out to get them, because I think that tantalizes them more. I think that gives you a little adrenaline rush to hear that big ol' Activision's being mean to you. And I think that is nice for some people. You get that righteous indignation. Hey, you know, screw that big company and screw the developers that work for them and screw the Xbox I played it on and screw modern gaming. Yeah, okay, it's cathartic, it's nice. Everybody sort of gets around you, goes, yeah, I'm having trouble too. Meanwhile, everybody who isn't having trouble or just doesn't care about the trouble they're having, or they're just playing the games you're complaining about and having fun. So, yeah, it's not like the complaints don't matter, it's that the way I was told doesn't really make any sense. I was just told the game is in an unplayable state. Okay, no, I've been playing and streaming this game for a while since it's come out. Those are not the words I'd use to describe it. Flawed, imperfect, needs tweaking, sure. And of course, the launch issues that go along with it, but acting like this is some sort of malicious thing from Activision, some incompetence from Sledgehammer, I feel like that's unfair. DICE and 343 and Sledgehammer, you know, their projects are sitting in a mess of their own launch issues right now. They all are. Battlefield still has its launch issues. Halo still has launch issues. Boo-hoo, what are you gonna do? If you are an adult, and you've been buying games for a while, if you haven't noticed that in the last ever, buying a game in the fall is a bit of a gamble because the times that developers will be working to update, patch, and fix the game are about to be starkly interrupted by things like Thanksgiving, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Christmas, New Year's. I don't expect a big game fixing patch until 2 weeks into January or end of February. Honest to God. If you don't realize that's how that works and you think that's me being an apologist for lazy developers, you are out of your mind. Although I did hear it took a while to fix the out-of-map exploits in Vanguard because it was the lead level designer's dog's birthday. Can't miss that. I know some of you don't have backwards compatibility, you can't just throw Black Ops 1 into your PS4 and play it and see what the problems are, but I can. And I've looked at old CODs and old Halos, I have played old games. I am sorry, kids. It's not the wonderland you've made it out to be on your Twitter accounts. I've seen what hell looks like. If you took your 60Hz server enjoying ass and went and played Modern Warfare 2 back in the day, you would consider that unacceptable and you wouldn't value your skill, you wouldn't value your kills or your deaths, because why would you compete on 12Hz peer-to-peer servers? Look, things are complicated now. A way to look at it is that games have more moving parts. So the developers go on break, things run their course, people find new issues, people start abusing the issues, the game starts running into problems it never ran into before, and nobody's there to fix it. Or at least not enough people are there to fix it quickly. I'm sorry that Treyarch, Sledgehammer, 343, DICE, I'm sorry they're not working through their holidays to make sure your electronic toy is running at tip-top shape. But here's the thing. This is unacceptable. What I experienced tonight in Vanguard is unacceptable. Most of the gameplay I got was unusable tonight, so I definitely see the unplayableness. If this is what people are describing, if you're describing a server-side issue where people are just getting disconnected and the game is out of sync and lagging and stuttering around, okay, yeah. I noticed it back in the past, but it happened twice in 3 play sessions. Tonight it happened half of the games. Tonight I noticed problems throughout more than half of the games. It's not really that people told me so as much as it is I wasn't experiencing it. I really wasn't. So either people were being hyperbolic about the early issues and then things have just happened to get worse to the point that now the actual issue fits the hyperbolic description I was given over a month ago. That could be it. That would make a lot more sense to me, honestly. But regardless of the reason, the result's the same. I don't really care about who's right and wrong. As long as I'm right and you're wrong, that's all I care about. No, but seriously, what I care about is that this stuff gets fixed. That Vanguard is in a more stable position soon, mid-January at the latest. You know, it's about December 30th right now. January 3rd, I think everyone will be back to work. It'll be Monday, it'll be, after New Year's, after Christmas, after everything, and maybe we can start to see some larger patches and improvements, and maybe even an apology, but I doubt it because it's a fucking electronic toy. They don't have to be sorry that they went and spent time with their family while, you were trying to get atomic camo within the first month of the game. What's wrong with you? Look, I know some of the fetuses that watch my videos honestly don't understand that I'm not being an apologist, I'm just being pragmatic as fuck. I don't think the problems are acceptable. I think the reactions are unnecessary. Does that make sense? Anyway, I'll see you when I see you guys. Goodbye. I gotta go relax my jaw after sucking all that Activision dick.